So, listen. This chemist, Albert Werner, is the first one to propose a theory of coordination compounds. To this, he got Nobel Prize, and also he is the father of the coordination chemistry. And well-known concept of primary and secondary valencies in metal complexes. Note: cobalt 3 chloride with ammonia. It shows different color complexes. When cobalt 3 chloride can react with ammonia, it shows a different colored complexes by adding of AgNO3. So again I tell you, Werner theory of coordination compound. In this, he was the first one to propose the theory of coordination compound, and it is totally determined the primary and secondary valencies in the metal complexes. Dear students, I hope you understand about Swiss chemist Albert Werner. Again I tell you, he was the father of coordination compound and well known concept of primary and secondary valencies in metal complex. Let us to see about postulates of Werner theory. See students, postulates of Werner theory. Before seeing this, the first you have to know this complex. This complex, it is also called as Werner represent complex. He took this complex for his research. See students, this is a central metal atom, this is a ligand, and this is a simple anion, that means counter ions, we may say like that. This is a central metal atom. Already I told you, central metal atom totally belongs to the D block element. I hope you this name is a cobalt. You know well, this is a cobalt. And ligand, amine, otherwise we'll say ammonium, 6 ammonia, and Cl3. This is a central metal atom, NH3 6. This is a ligand, or we'll say secondary valency. Then Cl3 is a primary valency, is as simple anions or counter ions, we'll say. Then next, again I repeat this, the Werner took this complex for his research. That complex name is hexoamine cobalt 3 chloride. I'll tell you after how to find and how to write the IUPAC name for this complex. It is very important. And dear students, let us to see postulates of Werner theory. This is a first postulate. Each elements, that means the elements, that is a central metal atom, exhibit two type of valencies. Moreoverly, the elements can exhibit two type of valencies in coordination compounds. One is a primary valency, another one is a secondary valencies. And primary valencies also corresponds an oxidation state of metal atom. That means that is indicated to the oxidation state of metal atom. And secondary valencies, that corresponds to coordination number. Sir, how can I understand this one is a oxidation state, this one is a coordinate? Very simple. This is a coordination sphere. I tell you, this is a coordination sphere. This is a central metal atom. Except central metal atom, in whatever atoms and whatever groups or molecule can be present inside of coordination sphere. Again I tell you, without cobalt, that means central metal atom, remaining atom or group or molecule present in the coordination sphere, that is called ligand. The ligand may be positive ligand and neutral ligand and negative ligand. So we'll see later. about types of ligand. So now I explained elements exhibit two types of valencies, primary valencies, secondary valencies. It denote oxidation state of central metal atom, and secondary valency denotes the coordination number. The other name is there for primary valencies, ionizable valencies, and secondary valencies, non-ionizable valencies. You know well, ionizable means when a complex can be dissolved in water, it show the complex ions, that is called the ionizable valencies. It does not form the ions, that is called secondary valencies. That's why one more name is the non-ionizable valencies. Again I tell you, ionizable means the salt can be dissolved to form complex ions, that is primary valencies. It does not form ions, that's why it is non-ionizable valencies. The next we'll see primary valencies always satisfied by negative ions in complex. That again I tell you, primary valencies always satisfied by negative ions in complexes. For example, COCl3 6NH3, this complex I wrote like this. CO, cobalt of primary valencies is +3. Already I told you primary valencies, that is denoted oxidation state of central metal atom, and also I told you, I'll tell you later how to find oxidation state. But in this complex of oxidation state, that means primary valencies is +3, and it is satisfied by 3 chloride ions. What is primary valencies? The primary valence is satisfied by negative ions. So what is the primary valencies? That is cobalt of primary valencies +3. It is satisfied by negative ion. So here chlorine acts as a negative ions. So it is negative ions. It is a neutral molecule. That's it. Then next we will see secondary valencies. Secondary valencies is satisfied by negative ions, neutral molecule, and positive ions. Again I tell you, secondary valencies is always satisfied negative ions or neutral molecule or positive ions. This is here secondary valencies, this is a primary valencies. So secondary valencies of cobalt is satisfied by ligand. So that's why that ligand may be negative ions or neutral molecule or positive ions. Next, for example, CONH36Cl3. In this complex, secondary valency of cobalt 6 is satisfied by 6 ammonia. So I told you no already, this is a primary valencies, this is a secondary valencies. So what is the secondary valencies of cobalt in this complex? 6. So secondary valencies of 6 satisfied by 6 ammonia. That's it. Sir, how can I understand and how can I find primary valencies is 3? And already I told you, later I will explain how to find oxidation number. And now secondary valencies of 6 is satisfied by 6 ammonia. So how can I find 6? Very simple. See students, listen. Here you know well, this is a central metal, this is a central metal atom. I told you, except central metal atom, any molecule or atom or ions can be present inside of the coordination sphere, that is called ligand. So here, except cobalt, this is a ligand. How many ligand are present? 6. That's why that is called secondary valencies. So secondary valencies of cobalt is 6, is satisfied by 6 ammonia. That's it. In this complex, see students, except cobalt, how many secondary valencies of cobalt? See, except cobalt, how many molecules are present? Ammonia 5, chlorine 1. That's it. So secondary valencies of cobalt is 6 is satisfied by 5 ammonia 1 chlorine ions. See, 5 ammonia 1 chlorine ions, that's it. Again I tell you, secondary valencies is always satisfied by negative ions, a neutral molecule, positive ions. See students, in this complex cobalt contains 6 secondary valencies, that means a 6 coordination number, simply will say, is satisfied by 6 ammonia. And in this complex secondary valence of cobalt is 6, it is satisfied by 5 ammonia 1 chlorine ions. So and also it is denoted coordination number. Already I told you secondary valencies correspond to coordination number. So here, what is the coordination of this complex? 6 5 1 6. What is the coordination number? 6. It's very easy. So secondary valency of cobalt is 6 is satisfied by 6 ammonia. Here secondary valency of cobalt is 6 is satisfied by 5 ammonia and 1 chlorine. Very simple. Sir, how can I understand to find coordination number? Coordination number also very simple. That's very easy. How to understand? How many molecule or atom or group present in the coordination sphere, inside of the coordination sphere, except metal? See, 5 and 1. So we may write 6 of coordination number or secondary valencies. Again I tell you, secondary valencies also called as coordination number. That's it. Again I tell you, secondary valencies also called as coordination number. That's why that is correspond to the coordination number. So here also coordination number 6 and secondary valency also 6. It is satisfied by 6 ammonia. And next, primary valency is non-directional, secondary valency is directional. Sir, how to find directional and non-directional? Non-directional means it can ionizable, that's it. Secondary valency means non-ionizable. So non-ionizable molecule only can make the directional. That means cannot be dissolved. This one is a dissolved. So that's why it is non-directional, it is directional. Again I tell you, directional means it cannot be ionizable. Primary valency also non-directional because it can be ionizable, that's it. So in this complex, chlorine can be ionizable, ammonia, that means amine, it is non-ionizable. I tell you, I wrote here also primary valencies, ionizable valencies, secondary valencies, non-ionizable valencies. If non-ionizable means that is directional. If ionizable means that is non-directional. Simply we'll say ionizable means non-directional. Non-ionizable means directional. That means primary valency non-directional, secondary valency is directional. So now, according to Werner theory, there are two spheres of attractions around your metal atom or ion in a complex. See students, according to Werner theory, there are two spheres attractions around the central metal atom or ion in a complex. You know well, this is a central metal atom. This is your ion or molecule, that means a ligand. See students, I will write cobalt, we may write this is a central metal atom. This is a inner sphere. This is a central metal atom. So see students, 6 ammonia, NH3, 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 NH3. You know that this is a primary valencies or secondary valencies? This is a secondary valencies. This is a primary valencies. So this is a inner sphere. According to Werner theory, there are two spheres of attractions around the central metal. This is a central metal atom. Attractions is there. This is a inner sphere. This is a inner sphere. Now let us to draw outer sphere. Outer sphere chlorine, chlorine, chlorine. This is a outer sphere. How to draw inner sphere and outer sphere? Secondary valence is always inside the coordination sphere. So inside the square bracket, this is a secondary valency. So that's why we drawn secondary valencies. That is the inner sphere. This is a outer sphere. Whenever this molecule make the attractions with the central metal atom, it's very firmly. That's make the bond. When making the bond, firmly bond. Whenever, again I tell you, whenever this molecule making the bond with the central metal atom, it's very firmly bonded. That means very strong. And chlorine, that is primary valencies. Whenever primary valencies can make the bond with the central metal atom, that means cobalt, it's very loose bond, loosely. That's it. So I hope you understand well. According to Werner theory, there are two spheres of attractions around the central metal atom in a complex. So this is an example. Werner represent CO is the central metal atom. The first line is inner sphere. Inner sphere, 6 amine molecule can be drawn, and outer sphere, chlorine molecule can be drawn. In inner sphere, the molecule making the bond with the metal very strongly or firmly, but outer sphere making the bond with the central metal atom very loosely. So finally the primary valencies will make the dissolving in the water medium. That's it. So finally that means primary valence is only dissolving in water to form dissociate ions, to form dissociations ions or constituents ions. So secondary valencies cannot be dissolving and so does not form the dissociate or constituents ions. That's why secondary valencies is a directional. That's why primary valencies is a non-directional. That's it. Dear students, let us to start revisit postulates of Werner theory. Werner took this complex for his research and 6 amine and cobalt 3 chloride. So in this complex, cobalt is act as a central metal atom. This is a ligand or secondary valencies. This is a primary valencies. The element exhibit two type of valencies. One is a primary valencies, another one is a secondary valencies. Primary valencies also can be called as oxidation state of metal atom or denoted the oxidation state of metal atom. A secondary valence is coordination number. Another name is there for both valencies, and primary valencies are ionizable valencies, secondary valencies are non-ionizable valencies. Primary valence is always satisfied by negative ions in a complex COCl3 and 6NH3. In this complex, cobalt contains a primary valence is plus 3, and always it is satisfied by 3 chloride ions. And secondary valence is satisfied by negative ions, neutral molecules, or positive ions. And also secondary valence is denoted a coordination number. And also I explained how to find coordination number means except central metal atom, other atom or groups that can be presented inside of the coordination sphere, that is called a coordination number. Here left cobalt, and how many molecules are present? 6 amine. So what is the coordination number of cobalt? 6. What is the secondary valencies of cobalt? 6. So 6 is satisfied by ammonia, 6 ammonia. Here CONH3, 5 and ClCl2. Secondary valencies of cobalt is 6. Again I tell you, sir, I couldn't understand clearly how cobalt contains 6 means. Except cobalt, see students, how many molecules are present inside of the coordination sphere, that is denoted as coordination number. See our valency, secondary valencies, 5 ammonia and 1 chlorine. So we may write secondary valencies of cobalt is 6. So it is satisfied by 5 ammonia and 1 chlorine ions. So it is denoted a coordination number. And primary valence is always non-directional and secondary valence is directional. How it is directional and non-directional means? Non-directional means due to it's soluble or ionizable, but secondary valence means non-ionizable when dissolving in water. So that's why it shows the directional. In a theory, there are two spheres of attractions around the central metal atom in a complex. So for example, CONH3, 6 and Cl3, this is a secondary valency, this is a primary valencies. I have drawn the cobalt atom, and first I drawn the structure of secondary valencies. So that's why we are called as inner sphere. Inner sphere, in inner sphere, this molecule can make the bond with very firmly with cobalt or central metal atom. In outer sphere, the chlorine molecule can make the bond. This is a dotted line. This is a dotted line. Can make the bond with the central metal atom very loosely. Easily understand. If bond can making a solid line, that is a secondary valencies. Dotted line, primary valencies. That's it. One more way is there. Dotted lines means primary valencies, solid lines. This is a solid lines. This is a solid lines bond NH3. So secondary valencies. So secondary valencies can be present in a sphere and primary valencies can be present in the outer sphere. Whenever inner sphere can making the bond with the central metal atom very firmly, except primary valencies. That's why the primary valence is only dissolving the water to form the dissociated ions, that means constituent ions. So that is complex ions. That's why it is non-directional. Secondary valencies is a directional. So in this complex, what is the geometrical? I told you, no, this is so this complex is showing directional. So 6 coordination number. If complex contains 6 coordination number, you show the octahedral. Coordination number 6. In case coordination number 4 means tetrahedral or square planar. So in this complex, you know, this complex contains the 6 coordination number. So it shows the octahedral complex. I hope you students, you understand well, you study and make your effort to learn more. If you have any doubt, you contact